What's up, Pinky Gang? It's your boy Zach back with another video. In today's video, as you guys have seen by the title and the thumbnail, we are bringing the Rate My Build series back from NBA 2K20 to NBA 2K21 Next Gen, man. So basically, it's pretty self-explanatory. I rate your guys' builds, you guys send them in. If you want to be in the next Rate My Build video, basically all you have to do is just DM me your player progression, all your badges, and your height, weight, wingspan, and just give me a description of how you play on your build, and you can be the next Rate My Build video. So with all that being said, let's get straight into the first build. Ahthuh's build is a 6'7" power forward that weighs 233 pounds and has a 6'9" wingspan, which is noticeably shorter from the average wingspan, but I'm sure we'll figure out why when he tells us how he wants to play. So essentially, he uses this build as a speed boosting post scorer where he can bully the other power forwards that aren't big enough to guard him, and just the smaller guards that you don't see very often, but if he does go against them, he's probably gonna just destroy them. He hasn't played much of the park, but if he was to play, he would try to ISO and bully his defender, and then if they started helping, he'd hit his teammate. Also, this build plays pretty good defense, despite the low wingspan, he says, and probably because of the good ratings and stuff. So let's take a look at the attributes. Alright, so if we take a look at his attributes, he does not get contact dunks, but at 96 overall, he will get his contact dunks. He does have a high driving lip. I'm not sure exactly what that goes up to, but it's probably around 90-ish. You only really need a 70, but having a high driving lip just helps you finish through contact, obviously. He does have a decently high standing dunk and good post control, so I can see where he's coming from when he says he's a beast in the post. He's at 95 mid-range, which was due to his small wingspan. So at 99 overall, he's gonna have a 99 midi, which also goes into your post fade. So if you're using this build as like a speed boosting post scorer, those post fades are gonna be deadly, along with a 97 3-point shot that you'll have at 99 overall. The free throw isn't too great, but he hasn't mentioned anything about playing rec or a pro-am, so I don't think that's too big of a deal. He does have kind of a low passing accuracy, but honestly, a 65 is passable, and I do believe you get bullet passer to 65 or 66, so you will be able to put that badge on, and once you get that badge on, your passes are going to be so much quicker. That's all you really need to be a good passing build. You just need bullet passer on at least gold. He does get an 85 ball handle, which is definitely enough to be able to speed boost at 6'7". He also has a 75 speed with ball, which I think might be able to go up to a little bit higher. I'm not sure exactly what that attribute would be, maybe like a 78, 79, but at 99 overall, it's definitely gonna be above an 80. He does not have interior defense. Now, this is a very, very controversial attribute because a lot of people say that interior defense is not too important. I'm kind of like back and forth on this situation. I've seen some builds dominate in the rec when they have interior defense. They're not getting dunked on at all. I've also seen some builds really struggle, but I think that also has to do with your block rating, and your block rating, if you have Hall of Fame rim protector and a high block, you also will not get dunked on as much. But I feel like interior defense, it's really up to you. It's not 100% necessary, but if you can work your way around not having it and you're still fine, you don't get dunked on. You didn't mention any struggles with it on defense. Hey, that's up to you, man. If you can go through the struggles not having interior defense and it's not that big of a deal, hey, by all means drop the interior defense because you can get so many more badges in other categories. Now, I kind of went on a rant for the interior defense, but he does get an 80 perimeter defense. I think that goes up a notch or two, which goes up to like 81, 82. But basically, you want to get this right into an 80 so he can unlock clamps, and that's where he's upgraded at. So definitely a good build on defense. The steal looks pretty high. It might go up to like an 85, maybe a 90, which is very good. Great to play passing lanes, a very expensive attribute. Some people don't put on their steal. I think it's very necessary. Gold or Hall of Fame interceptor, either one of those two are very, very good. And now we look at his block. An 80 block definitely helps with his interior defense being low. Definitely a very good attribute that you want to have, especially if you don't have interior defense. If you don't have interior defense or a block, you better just be like a tiny point guard who plays zero interior defense at all, because you're getting yammed on every single play. For your defensive rebound and offensive rebound, honestly, I'm not really sure what the offensive goes to, maybe like a 70, but the defensive rebound looks like it goes pretty high. Pretty good defensive and offensive rebounding stats, I cannot lie. So you're probably going to be solid on the defensive and offensive side of the ball, getting the boards. Now, his speed's only an 80. That's just a kind of a problem with the 6'7" power forwards. He did go 233, which I think is a little bit up on the weight, so that's just to be expected. He does have a 50 acceleration, but obviously I think that goes a little bit higher. It's a little bit lower than his speed, though. That's probably due to his weight, because your weight does affect your acceleration. Now we take a look at his strength. He has a 95 strength, so at 99, he's going to have a 99 strength. Definitely going to be a beast in the paint with a 99 strength. Not many people have a high strength, so having a high strength over builds that don't have strength at all, you're going to be bodying people down low, drop steps. Every single move you do, bro, they're not going to be able to guard you. Strength is very, very overlooked and not very talked about. So honestly, I kind of like the uniqueness in a 6'7". He's not just like a typical 6'7" build, which I kind of like that about. Same with his vert and stamina. Those are going to be at 99 once you get gym rat and your +4 boost at 99 overall. Very good physicals, very solid build. And let's take a look at the badges. Alright, so basically I copied over all of his attributes and badges into the My Player Builder. So this is basically what he had on. He did not have his player maxed out. He had these badges. This is what he was working with. He didn't have max badges at the time. So I'm just gonna advise you to what you should put on once you do get your player maxed. So as you can see, bro, he has a couple more finishing available. I would probably go Rise Up if you're trying to back down people. Maybe Back Down Punisher would be good. You know what? Yeah, Back Down Punisher would be great, especially if you're gonna play like a post scorer. Heat Seeker, Fearless Finisher, also very good badges. So basically, you're on the right track, man. With your last 3 badges, I just put that on Back Down Punisher, and maybe drop this down a little bit because Hall of Fame Posterizer, when you can unlock it, is definitely the move. Now for your shooting, once you get Deep Threes Hall of Fame unlocked, I would put this on, and then maybe Catch and Shoot Hoff, and then maybe Fade Ace. I haven't really tried it out too much. You only really need Green Machine on Bronze. So Hall of Fame Fade Ace, bro, with blinders, that might be a deadly combo. You got Fade Ace, you got Hot Zone Hunter. Maybe if you're not, you said you're isoing, so you don't really need Catch and Shoot. Maybe you can put on difficult shots. You just be a mid-range god, like they call you Kobe, MJ, you know, just a demon in the mid-range. You're not missing once you get Hot Shot in your takeover, Deep Threes Hall of Fame, blinders, difficult shots, Fade Ace. This might be a deadly combo if you're trying to be a mid-range killer. For your playmaking, this is what you've got right now. Honestly, once you can unlock Hall of Fame Cooker Steph, obviously that's the way you want to go. So for the stuff you want to put on, I honestly think the bailout's probably necessary just a little bit, and then probably handles for days, Hall of Fame. If you're gonna ISO, you're gonna want to have some stamina. Bullet Passer is obviously very good. Maybe throw on some more ISO badges like Ankle Breaker, maybe tight handles. But if you're ISOing and you kick out your open man, I definitely advise you put on Special Delivery. Maybe drop this down a little bit. But bro, Special Delivery Hall of Fame, different, bro. Very different, bro. You need that badge. If you're trying to kick out and you can get team takeover in literally 2 shots, it's that crazy. So that's what I would go with, something like that. This is what you have for your defense. Obviously, you want to bump these up once you get the chance to. Maybe Intimidator, and then did we go Rebound Chaser? Yeah, I'm gonna go Rebound Chaser. I don't think you need Pickpocket as high. I think that you could be a menace in the passing lanes, even with your low wingspan. If you have Hall of Fame Interceptor, that you're still gonna get those passes regardless. So I'd rock something like this, maybe like this, because you didn't have your rim protector, you didn't have Rebound Chaser at all. If you want to keep that a little bit lower, you want to keep your pickpocket, I'd go something like that. So this is what I'd go for the defense. And so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you what I would do to change his build, man, because we've got basically his attributes, and I'll show you guys when I'm done with the attributes on what I would do if I was to change his build. Alright, so I put my little spin on the build. I got a 95 driving dunk, but 99 overall. You're gonna have a 99 driving dunk. You're gonna get big man contact dunks when you max out your build. You're gonna have great post control. You're gonna unlock all these Hall of Fame like back down punish and all that stuff. You do take a little bit of a hit on your badges, but honestly, it's not that big of a deal, man. Just -3 badges is nothing crazy. I did increase your wingspan a little bit just so you can have better defense and better like finishing around the hoop, because you can get a lot better, more dunk packages. You can get a lot more dunk packages once you have a higher driving dunk, and I think you do unlock big man contact dunks. I'm not sure if you can unlock it before, but I'm pretty sure you weren't able to, so I got that up a little bit. For shooting, I did take a hit. 25 badges, honestly, for shooting is a little bit overkill, so I dropped down a little bit to only 20 badges, just to like help you with your other attributes, like your playmaking. You do get an extra playmaking badge, and you don't get an 85 or 86 ball control off rip, but I think that's what it was at. But you're still able to speed boost. It's not that big of a deal. You still get that 65 pass accuracy, so you can't unlock bullet passer off rip. Your defense, I kind of kept like the same idea that you were going for, but I increased a little bit. You got that 80 perimeter defense, no interior defense. You seem to be fine with having an 85 block to counteract your interior defense loss. So I just got you a couple more badges, a little bit better rebounding. So you do get 20 defensive badges aside from like, I think you had 15. So that's a little bit better there. Your physicals, I got them pretty good. Your vertical is a little bit overkill because I think you had that max at like a 90 or something. I kind of just fixed this up a little bit. Your acceleration is higher than it was. Your speed's about the same. You do get a 99 strength once you hit 99 overall and get gym rat. Same with your stamina. You had it at like 95, but so you're still going to have that 99 strength. This is what I would do if I was to remake your build, but honestly I don't think it's worth remaking. Your build's still pretty solid. I'll probably rate it, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. It was basically a demigod. Power forwards are obviously just going to be a great build in this game. The builder's broken to just make them really good, but I like your little twist on it, and I try to improve it here with this build I just made.
Build number 2 is sent in by the one and only Uncle Demi. If you guys don't know who Uncle Demi is, man, this dude is literally the build god. He's probably the biggest build creation YouTuber out there. So if you guys don't know who he is, make sure you go check him out. His link will be in the description down below. But basically, he sent me his rec and pro-am build. It is a 6'10", max wingspan, minimum weight build. And so I'm a rate it, right? Completely normal, just like I'd rate everybody else's build. No bias is going into this. I'm going to be 100% honest with what I think. So he just made like a typical paint beast build, a pick and roll build. He gets contact dunks, which is good. He has a good driving dunk, good standing dunk. He's not maxed out. He's only a 90 overall, but that's fine. Arthur's build was not maxed out. His build's not maxed out, but so that's fine. He has no midi, no three-pointer. He has a good free throw. Obviously, you want to have a good free throw on a build if you make it strictly for pro-am and rec, because it's literally hack and shack if you don't have your free throw. Now for his playmaking, this is a little sus, I'm not gonna lie. His passing accuracy is good, but if he ever has the ball in his hand, he's gonna get stripped, and 2, he's gonna be extremely slow. So honestly, when I remake this build, I'm honestly probably gonna put some more ball handle and speed with ball in there. At least try and get unpluckable if I can, get some more playmaking badges, because he doesn't get a lot. So for his defense, basically flawless. He does get 30 badges with it. A little bit low on the rebounding right now, but he's gonna upgrade that obviously. And we take a look at his physicals. He has great physicals. I'm pretty sure they're maxed. Uncle Demi said this in his own videos, and I'm not really sure why he has a max stamina, but he preaches having not good stamina on your build because it's not that big of a deal in this game. 2K Labs did a test, and if you're not a primary ball handler, you don't really need your stamina. So when I create this build, what I'm going to do, I'm not going to have as much stamina, but hey, man, that's what he went with. Alright, so I recreated the build to what I think is a lot better version of it. And I'm sure you guys are noticing a lot of differences. And we do have 2 less finishing badges, we have +3 shooting badges, and we do have a mid-range. Our free throw is a little bit lower, but that's fine. We have a lot more playmaking and a little bit less defense. And a key thing, we have no stamina. So I'm going to get in depth with these kind of attributes. We get right at 18 perfectly right here. If you were to go any bit lower, you would not get 18 badges. So you do get contact dunks, 99 driving dunk, 99 standing dunk at 99 overall. So that is very good. You do have a mid-range shot now. You don't have a three-pointer, but honestly, the ability to space the floor just a little bit helps a lot. Your free throw does take a little bit of a hit, but honestly, if you have a 71 free throw, you should be able to hit every single time if you have the good free throw. The free throw I use is Michael Jordan. It's a very good free throw, very easy to time, and you should have no problems with it. And I recommend putting on gold hot zone hunter, and you're going to be a sniper once you get your hot spots, and people can't leave you open. They can't give you any space. So this is very good. For your playmaking, you do have around the same passing accuracy. I'm not really sure what you had. You do get right at where you can unlock unpluckable on gold, and you do have a 66 speed with ball. So at 99, you'll have a 70 speed with ball and a 90 passing accuracy, which is pretty great. I'm not gonna lie. You do unlock Hall of Fame Dime or Hall of Fame Bullet Passer. We do get gold quick first step. So like I said, if someone's playing up on you because they see you can shoot the midi, you can run right past them. Most center builds do not have quick first step, and this is an exception, right? We do take a little bit of a hit on our defense, but we get our steal right at a 62 to where we can unlock gold interceptor, and so we should be fine on the defensive end of the ball. We have a max wingspan, so it's not that big of a deal. We're still going to get a lot of steals. Your steal didn't go super high anyways, so you should be getting a lot of steals with your wingspan. Great defense. 99 block, 99 offensive rebound, 99 defensive rebound. This build's going to be a monster on the glass and on the defensive side of the ball. Your physicals are basically around the same. Your speed and acceleration a little bit higher. I believe your strength's a little bit lower. Your vertical's a little bit higher. But the main thing that stands out is no stamina. Uncle Demi said that stamina doesn't really matter in 2K Labs. Like I said earlier, they already did a test and they figured out you don't really need your stamina on this build. So honestly, this build, I feel like it's pretty great. I feel like it's definitely better than what he had. I would rate his build probably a solid 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10, somewhere in between that range. I'll give him a 7.5, all right? 7.5 out of 10. You can't space the floor at all. You weren't quick enough, and every time you touch the ball, I'm sure you would get ripped. This build can take a little bit of the scoring load by himself. You can kind of create your own shot with your mid-range, your ball handle, and speed with ball. Your defense remains basically the same. You do get interceptor gold. You're a little bit quicker. 99 driving dunk, 99 standing dunk, gold quick first step. This build's a demon, man. I honestly suggest you recreate this build if you want to have a really dominant rec build. I really think this build will stand out, and it could be a demon. It could be a comp build, man. If you make a video on this vid, this could be the best rec build, center build that you can have, honestly. For the takeovers, I would go, I mean, it's really up to you. It's your personal preference. I would go maybe box out, wall, and then finishing moves. And because I didn't get your badges exactly, I am going to show you what badges I would run with once you get this new type of player. You do come out with the same name as a paint beast, which is a little interesting. I thought it'd be something different with your passing accuracy at like an 86, but it's fine. For your finishing, what I would go with is probably Post Riser Hall of Fame. That's a given. Rise Up Hall of Fame. Probably Fearless Finisher Hall of Fame. Maybe Highlight Film, Lob City, and maybe Bronze Acrobat, Bronze Highlight. I don't know why I put Highlight Film. I meant to put on Heat Seeker, then maybe Bronze Acrobat. This is what I go with your finishing. It's really up to you. It's not that big of a deal if you want to do some different stuff. This is kind of just like an idea of what I would put on. Like I said earlier, we're going to go gold Hot Zone Hunter for your shooting. Now with your playmaking, I would go with gold quick first step, probably Hall of Fame bullet passer, which is a very, very good badge. Maybe bronze unpluckable, bronze bailout, bronze break starter, and maybe I would run something like flashy or special delivery, same thing. If you want, maybe you can drop this down a little bit. But this is a very, very good badge. If you want to get team takeover, your build can be very dominant. It's always good if a center gets an offensive rebound, you can kick out to your guard with a flashy pass and bang, team takeover, maybe 1 or 2 shots with that guy. So this is what I'd run with, something like this. If you want your quick first step higher, maybe drop down bullet passer, but it's really up to you. Do whatever you'd like with your playmaking. And for your defense, you have a lot of badges. You can unlock clamps at 99 overall. I forgot to mention that. You do have a 76 perimeter defense. So at 99 overall, you do get an 80 perimeter defense, which unlocks clamps. I would run something like this. Brick wall, probably bronze chase down, gold interceptor, Hall of Fame intimidator. I would go heart crusher, and then probably bronze box. If you don't want heart crusher, I would go maybe worm, post move lockdown, bronze clutch defender, and then maybe bronze heart crusher. You can do a lot of the stuff on the defensive side of the ball. If you want to be like a true inside build, you're not going to be getting clamps at all, any animations like that. You could probably put this on something like pogo stick, anything you want, man. This build is a very versatile defensive player because you can unlock clamps, you can guard ball, you can get like pick dodger, tireless defender, ankle braces, all this stuff like that. So yeah, man, that's basically what I would do if I was to fix your build. If you guys want to be in the next Rate My Build series, I already have a lot of people asking me to be in it. They've sent me their builds, so you can just DM me on my Twitter or my Instagram. I sent out a tweet and I post on my Instagram. The @ is Zach2KYT, basically describing what you should do. And yeah, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Peace.